Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to Everything Pro Wrestling.
Not many in this can understand. This the podcast to show you who I am. Conrad Cushman, the legend in the plans. Please listen every day to the showcase. The opinions and knowledge that anyone can take. Showing you how it is done. Proving I am number one. What a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. By the fans, for the fans. Not many who's here can understand everything pro wrestling. It can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes.
Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I am your host, Conrad Cushman, joined tonight by my partner in crime, the man that always joins me after AEW shows, the one, the only, Derek. What's going on, D?
What up?
We are here to review AEW's Double or Nothing 2021. We've got a lot to say about this show. And in the very beginning, there's going to be some not so nice words that we're going to have to say about this show as well. So I hope you guys are ready. Strap yourselves in and get ready to enjoy a phenomenal review. Let's get it.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
We're here. We're live. It is the AEW the AEW Double or Nothing review. We are tired. We are acting silly, but we are here to do the review because we got to talk to you guys, the people who support us. And I thank you guys so much for that. And like I said, I promise a big rant coming in here. But if you guys are coming in, do me a big favor, guys. Do me a big favor. Make sure that you guys like, share, subscribe, show some love to the channel as well. And also, just make sure if you guys haven't told somebody new about it, tell someone new. Tell them to join the Everything Pro Wrestling. If you got a friend who likes wrestling, bring them on in here to say, yo, I know this cool dude who talks wrestling with his buddies. And you would love it, man. Come on in. Enjoy it. I appreciate all of you. Let's get into the shout-outs first and foremost. First big shout-out, we got to give it to my man, Original Biggie. OB1. What's going on, Original Biggie? Thank you so much for joining us. Dope stream the other day, by the way. B-Boy Skyline in the house saying, yo, what's going on? Ace also in the house saying, yo, what's going on? What's going on? He is happy about that inner circle. My man BJ from Run the Ropes. BJ, what's going on, man? That crowd was on fire. You damn right about that, sir. I thought it was really good. B-Boy Skyline already looking for Derek to talk about Sammy Guevara.
Spanish God.
I like that you didn't even look up for that. Casey Briggs also in the house. Casey, what is going on? Casey, my brother from another mother. Always appreciate Casey being in here. What is going on? He seems kind of iffy about how they closed the pay-per-view. We will get into that when we talk about this review here, but I appreciate it. Let's see. Derek, I'm not going to put up your comment. Casey said, there's Derek. Terrell said that pay-per-view was fire. I went 4-5 in my predictions. My predictions did not go so well either. So Mr. Warren Hayes probably kicked my ass, but we won't tell him that. But yeah, I didn't do too hot in predictions tonight either. For the most part. But Terrell, thank you too. I think I saw that you wrote something very nice about me on Twitter for people who you follow that have YouTube channels and social media presence. So thank you very much if that was you. I appreciate you, Terrell. Like, bottom of my heart. Thank you for writing that. It made my day today. Ace is still in here. Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. I'm so happy right now. Yes, Y2J proves why he's on my Mount Rushmore, and Sammy G has been made. What a night. Sean, I appreciate you saying that. Sean, one of the most respected journalists on Twitter. I appreciate you for that, man. Not so good words about the show. I'm intrigued. Oh, you're about to get, we're going to get into that. Sick also in the house. What's good, Sick? Joining us on Twitch. We are also live on there. No, Lara is here. Azan, what's good, Azan? Appreciate you joining us tonight, man. My man, Jesus De Leon. Oh, he said pay-per-view of the year. He talking big shit. We'll have to see if we agree on that. Malik Murray in the house, too. What's going on, Malik? I appreciate you joining us. He says, I'm sorry, a go-go. Need to go to dark. He had a 5-minute match against Cody. That was embarrassing. I don't think so, but we'll get into some of that, too. It's sick, but on Twitch. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dang, man. We got a lot to talk about when it comes to this show, Derek. A lot. Let's get into it, man. We've talked for about 5 minutes here, talking all the good stuff. I'm busting out the notes. Now, like I said, guys, before we get into this, we're going to talk about the peaceful portion of the show. Actually, no, it's rant time, right? Should I do the rant first?
And this isn't even my rant. This is his rant.
Here we go. So tonight, I attempted to order AEW's Double or Nothing on the BR live stream app. Now, I know some people were like, yo, why are you ordering it on BR live stream? I think it was Sean actually on Twitter who said, why are you ordering on BR live stream? I like it because I can go back and watch them. I feel like if I purchase the pay-per-view, I should be able to watch it anytime I want. Because back in the day, we would record them on VHSs. That's just the way it was. Right. Sorry for you. I like watching them like that. And in this situation, I paid for the event way before it was time. I paid for it. I was like, cool, we're locked in for today. All of a sudden, when it was almost showtime, I was like, oh, before the pre-show starts, let me go in here and see what happens. And it says, there has been an error processing this event for you. And I'm like, what? And it says that you already own this event. And I'm like, okay, so what's the error? And then it says a refund is going to be distributed to you. What? I checked my banking account. The money's still gone. They took it already. And we had a big issue on social media with BR Live, some of us. And I don't know what happened, but I will say this. BR Live, from a business standpoint, you got to get your shit together. I spent an hour on the phone. An hour. That is ridiculous that I spent an hour on the phone and couldn't get any customer service to resolve this. I go back and forth on Twitter. Luckily for me, I have at least a couple thousand followers. Not really a big deal on Twitter, honestly. But it helps you sometimes when you have a complaint like this. And they started messaging me about, well, let's see how we can fix this. Well, guess what happened? They were taking forever in between the messages. And I'm like, hey, are you going to help me? You were just speaking to me. I gave you the information you requested. What is this? They eventually get back around to me. And I'm going to tell you guys the honest truth tonight. I did not get any of this show until the midst of Moxley, Eddie Kingston versus the Young Bucks. I was watching via other means for a little bit, for probably, 5-10 minutes? Yeah. Other means. We will not speak on those.
I'd say maybe a little bit longer than that.
Maybe 15. But it was other means we were watching this, let's just say. Yeah. And I feel like I could possibly give a grade to that match. But I can't really talk about the opening contest because guess what? I missed it. And we went back and forth afterwards too. They were like, well, I hope you enjoy the event. And I said, well, we didn't talk about my money coming back to me. And they said, well, you're still watching the event. And I said, are we kidding me right now with the service I just got? And I said, you can check my account. I bought every AEW pay-per-view. BR Live checked the account. And they said, yes. And they issued me a partial refund. We agreed to disagree on it. And I thought, okay, that's good. Cool. We can make that happen. But I still thought their customer service sucked. I'm refraining right now from swearing because I know I will go off. I will go off worse than this man did at Hell in a Cell. Probably not, but I will go off. It was just terrible, bro. Terrible how they did that. I was just super annoyed by everything.
I even hopped on the phone myself to even see if I could grab someone. Couldn't grab anybody.
It was a show, man. It was a bleep show. Like, I was just angry at how everything had just progressed with all of that stuff. That's just me, man.
No, I'm with you. You handled it perfectly, better than what I would have, because I probably wouldn't have gotten the partial back. I probably would have just got the show and they would have just said, F you, we're out.
Listen, I had to get some money and recoup it from it, but that's all good. Darkly Eric has joined us on Twitch as well. If you guys can come over and leave a like on the YouTube channel, it is greatly appreciated. BJ said, "Oh my God, yes, that BR Live is BS." I agree. S tier, I don't use Meltzer stars. Thomas Polster, been a minute, brother. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I was lucky. I only fought with it for about 15 minutes, but I saw people beforehand having issues. They got to fix their S for sure, 100%. I'm so glad I had 0 issues with my BR live stream. Highly recommended BR Live. If you need a spokesperson, I'm available. Really, Casey? Yeah. Let's get into some of the matches. Verizon Fios allows you to DVR pay-per-views, bro. Here's the thing. I don't have Fios cable. I have Fios internet. I don't have that anymore because I'm not paying crazy prices for their cable systems. Derek knows what I'm talking about, especially here because there's not a lot of choice. Right. Let's get into the show. BR Live, you gave me a refund. I was honest about all this shit. Let's get into it. Here we go. The NWA Women's Title match on the buy-in. We had Riho versus Serena Deeb. This was a really fun match, I thought. Great way to open up the show. And sidebar note, I really hope in the AEW video game when they put it together, put in the Daily's place, have the different arena options like we do, and I would really love for nighttime and daytime. I think it makes a big difference when you see how it's all set up here. But Riho versus Serena Deeb. Derek, rumor has it, Riho's contract is rumored to be up. How you feeling about that?
I would like to see her come back. How old is she?
I think she's pretty young for the most part in the game. She just doesn't have a contract right now, and I think it's maybe, let's see if we can get a bump in pay. You know how it goes with athletes. Like, she wants something more, maybe. Maybe she's just trying to change the terms of the deal. We don't know yet. And this is speculation, too. I could be completely wrong about this. I'm just saying rumor has it.
Yeah, well, I would like to see her come back.
Me too. I thought she did an amazing job as the first AEW Women's Champion. But Serena Deeb, let me just say this. They called her the woman of 1,000 holds. Hell yeah. Serena Deeb is absolutely amazing. Like,
she is. She has been very impressive with every match that she's been in, whether it be a good match, a great match, a decent match, okay match, however you want to look at it. She's always put forth 100% effort, and I can always respect that if that's what you're going to bring to the table.
Right. Dude, I have no complaints for either of these women. I thought this was just an incredible wrestling match, and this is what I want more of when it's like two women just wrestling each other and it's not for the AEW Women's Championship. I think that's something that could really be beneficial. I see you watching the chat game for us, D. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I got you.
Also, Uncle Wes has joined us. What's going on? He said, so glad. Oh, yes, we're going to get into that Battle Royal momentarily, good sir. PR Nightmare throwing up the Derek order hands. Respect. Riho is 23, Matt Lopez has said. And Matt, what's up, man? Thank you for joining us.
Damn, she's 23.
Mm-hmm. She's young in the game, bro. Tokyo Rockstar says Deeb is underrated. I would agree with that. I wish more people were talking about her.
I would say she is highly underrated.
Positive E comes over. Positively E says, what was WWE doing with her? Bro, I know I just smacked my head super hard. Bro, I have no idea. Why? I have no idea why Serena Deeb was not used, bro. I have no idea.
Wait, she was in WWE?
Multiple times, bro. She was in the Straight Edge Society with CM Punk. She's the girl who got her head shaved. And I think you weren't watching back then at that point. But she was also a coach down in NXT. Just a coach. Not even in the ring. Look at her. Look what she's doing.
Okay.
There is talent out there. Casey, I will co-sign this. He says that he loves Serena Deeb. He's a big fan of her in-ring work.
I will co-sign as well.
Sean says Deeb limited in promo skill, excellent in the ring. That is a big coming from Sean. Much respect. Derek, knock it off in the chat. I got a question. You think Mickie James is coming to AEW All Out? Derek, do you think Mickie James?
Absolutely not.
You don't think Mickie James has anything to offer AEW? I think she does still. I think WWE was not using her at all. She had great matches when she got in the ring with people like Asuka. She did have good matches, bro. Think about her Raw matches. I know it's not your favorite show, but I would like to see it.
Maybe.
I would like to see it, Malik. I would. I think even if not that, put her as a coach.
That's my number one spot for her as a coach.
Let's see here. Wait, Rio's contract is up where, man? If she doesn't resign by All In, she only had a handful of matches in AEW. Yeah, the pandemic kind of ruined what they were doing with Rio at that point. But let's get.
I would definitely like to see her come back.
This was fun. Rio's knee was the focus of the match. Deeb ends up getting the victory with a tap out here. We gave this a B+. I thought it was great.
That was
I wouldn't say great. Good. High tier good.
I will say it was a great way to start the show off.
Yes, the buy-in.
Great way to start it off.
Some people were like, and that was only the buy-in match. I think Mr. Warren Hayes said that on Twitter. We did the preview together. If you guys didn't check it out, make sure you do. Show Warren some love. Really, really good.
Yeah.
Like that should have made people want to buy the show. Like, okay, this is going to be excellent. Azan said NWA Women Champ get more love on AEW than on NWA Power. Ooh, harsh take, but I have heard many NWA fans say the same thing as BJ says Mickey is going to come back from that train accident and Impact. We'll see. Mickey back to Impact maybe. Plus, did Rio even get her rematch?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Well, she might have fought Nyla again. I don't remember. I don't know. They don't really do rematches though on AEW sick if you paid attention to it. Like they always say they're gonna get them, but then they never get back to it really.
And I think that's more so like a restart button for them. Like
like you lost the title,
you gotta start over.
Matt Lopez agrees and says great women's title match. I gotta throw it over to you guys as far as Adam Hangman Page versus Brian Cage. I heard good stuff about this. The only thing I saw was the moonsault in the match from Adam Hangman Page. I completely missed this entire match. So if anybody in the chat has something to offer for this one, please let me know. Really, Derek? What did you think of that matchup, though? I mean, like, did you have a favorite in this?
I was going with Hangman. Hangman has grown on me very quickly because in the beginning I didn't really like him that much. But then after...
When you say the beginning, are you talking about when he was first competing for the championship, like when it was him and Jericho?
I'm talking about like from the get-go, from when AEW started.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When they were trying to crown him as champ.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I didn't like him that much back then, but he definitely grew on me pretty quick after that. Once I understood where they were going with his character, I'm like, okay, I got you.
Okay.
I could buy into that.
Let's see. The chat is going in. Somebody said, yeah, that match was good. My man Uncle came in here and said Page and Cage was good. You got to trust your uncle's word. Trust Unc, man. Casey says Page and Cage was awesome. Two powerhouses going at it. B-Boy says the face turn of the match. Please someone explain what you mean by the face turn. Matt Lopez said this match was awesome. The crowd was insane for it. I'm going to have to check this out after this. A said it was good. It was so good. Cage is now face. The fact that Team Taz basically cost Cage inadvertently is good storytelling, BJ says. See, I didn't know this. Serena Deeb is growing on me, Randy Sam says. She can be this female's generation of Bret Hart with a technical standpoint.
I can see that.
Bret Hart is good. She's a great seller. If you can sell the turnbuckle spot, you're A-okay with me.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The rift between Cage and Team Taz is growing. Also, Ricky's Spanish. Ricky. I thought we were going to... I hate this chat sometimes. Casey says, loving the slow turn with Cage against Team Taz. Don over WrestleMania 37, Tokyo says. Respect. Randy Sam says it was a good match, Cage versus Hangman, but man, Conrad, Hangman did an F5 on Brian Cage. It was crazy. Man, I'm going to have to go back and watch this. Hopefully nobody's capping in here. I got a question for you. Would you be down to see Adam Page win the TNT Championship?
No.
Tease it. Yes. I thought of a way to produce a storyline between him and Omega going forward with him possibly getting back in the elite, and they try to steer him in that direction. Like, oh, you should go for the TNT title to keep him away from the world title until he eventually realizes, I should be going after the world title. What the hell? Right. Sky and Paige got a new theme, Conrad, and I like it. Oh, yes, we are going to be talking about the men of the year very soon. Conrad, Cage, slow face turn, and did Samoa Joe. I didn't hear anything about a Samoa Joe beatdown. Hangman needs to beat Omega. I think it's going to happen, B-Boy. We got to just be patient. Adam Page should be the man to win the title off Omega. You guys know. Terrell says, I thought Adam Cage, holy shit, I'm mixing names up. Adam Page versus Brian Cage. Say that like 5 times fast. Was supposed to be for the FTW title. It was not. No. FCW title is.
Can we get lost? That?
It's Taz's belt. I mean, I'll explain it afterwards because I don't have time for it tonight. But it's not a real official title. Is the problem with it. Let's get into this though. Let's talk about the AEW tag team title match between Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Wow, dang, do.
You make my heart sing.
Do.
You make everything.
I'm about to make you go into the second verse. You keep messing around. Versus the Young Bucks. This was great. Are you a fan of the Major League version of it for Wild Thing?
You know what? Surprisingly, when they came out, and I was like, "Yo, is that Wild Thing that they're playing?" No capping, bro. I was watching Major League 1 and 2 earlier.
See,
you have no marbles.
BJ said, "Remember, I called Hangman Omega months ago on the round table." Oh yeah. BJ, this has been going this way. I called this before even Omega had the title. It was the way you have to go. Conrad tried. Fellow Conrad tried. By God. Let's see here. Tag title match was better than I thought, Matt Lopez said. Yeah, this was good, man. Check the Bucks Twitter bio. Okay, we can get into that. Around the point when I actually got into the match without it being like some confusion or I felt like I was behind, we started watching when the Good Brothers tried to come out, and Frankie Kazarian ended up taking them out, and Kingston, they were just trying to put a beat down on them. And Derek, how are you feeling about the Good Brothers lately?
I'm gonna need.
You got to talk to them, boys.
I got to talk to y'all about some of your being the elite skits. Some of those are looking kind of sketchy.
Listen,
and we're not talking funny sketchy. We're talking.
I think being elite's all right. He's just a Sammy fan. He likes Sammy's vlog better.
We talking. We ain't talking surfboard.
Come on now.
Just saying.
Come on now. Their stuff's not that bad. It's not shaky. So they come in there, and the Good Brothers are doing their thing. They're trying to help out the Bucks, but unfortunately they get stopped. Bucks, I like the fact that they went for the Shield Powerbomb. What a douchey thing for them to do. He did like the Roman Reigns. Yeah. And it looks like they're setting it up. And then Moxley lands this nasty double DDT on both of them. Looked really good. Moxley performed in this match, dude. He is great. Yes. Like, he is probably their workhorse in AEW.
He has to be. There's no other way around that.
True.
I mean, who's working harder? Maybe Christian? Maybe. I don't really see anybody else who's going as hard as he normally, as like he's going, but
PR, I'm gonna take that as a compliment about I sing and bark like dogs when they hear that whistle. Cut the shit. Casey said, check CM Punk's bio. Taiwan is a country. Let's see here. Elite Club Hunter versus Bullet Club Hunter. Okay. Carl Anderson might not be around too much longer if his old lady catches up with him. Not getting into that. Good Brothers ain't doing nothing. Put them on Dark or something. They coming from Nashville for what? I think they're trying to make it up to Tony for when they didn't come to AEW before.
Probably.
Young Bucks, Eddie, Moxley, great. Same with Cage and Page, Jesus says. Doc Gallows is gross looking. Bro douses himself in shoe polish. Go the F away. Money out the anus. What's going on? Thank you for joining us. He said Cage versus Page in a rage on the stage match.
Much respect to your name. I like that.
Right? I'm waiting for someone to come with money out the wazoo. I got a question, just like the SmackDown 6. Who is AEW's top 6? That is a good question.
Top 6?
Yeah, I think if you're going to have the top 6 that'll deliver anytime, any match, any place, I'm going to go with right now Kenny Omega, John Moxley, dare I say the Young Bucks. I'm counting them as one.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Cody. And last but not least, I think I'm going to go with Jericho for right now. Jericho's usually money in what he does for the most part. So those would be my top guys.
But you know what, though? That's Jericho is kind of like the cheat code for Street Fighter, like General and Bison. I wouldn't necessarily include him because anything Jericho pretty much does is kind of like top tier almost. I wouldn't count him. I would put in Orange Cassidy.
See, Orange Falls. No, I get it. You could argue it. Give me more time to get the pronounced 6 that we want to put in that spot because I think it's going to change very soon too. 6 that damn CJ still hearing that echo from the Chrome Dome smack. It's all right. I'm not as good as my man from What Culture? What's his name? Simon Miller.
Yeah, Simon Miller. Yeah.
Shit was wet. Carl Anderson, a true F boy, but gotta respect his no shame game. How the hell are the Good Brothers and the Bucks Omega's goons? Always have been, Matt. Even in Ring of Honor, bro. Britt Baker. Yes, we'll get to that. Let's get into this. And we'll talk about that Battle Royal because I don't know who said people weren't fans of Christian. We definitely were tonight. So eventually they go for the Shield Powerbomb. Moxley hits the DDT. Moxley gets tagged in and goes for that Bulldog choke. 450 by Nick Jackson for a near fall. That was really cool how Matt rolled out of the way. Nick hits it. We've seen that done time and time again. We saw a Doomsday with a Dior. Did you ever think you would hear me say that? Me either. A Doomsday with a Dior for a 2 count. After getting broken up. Near fall with the Death Rider / Paradigm Shift. Moxley kicks out of the super kicks at 1. Derek was shocked. Derek was like, that's it, Brody. And Moxley kicked out of it. He's like, oh, come on. And then they hit 4 consecutive BTE triggers on John Moxley. I think that makes sense to put away the former world heavyweight champion. Yeah. I thought this was well done. They really beat down Kingston. He was catching knees to his hips and stuff. Kingston looked like he was in real pain. Like, come on, dog. Right. Come on. I thought Eddie Kingston looked cooler tonight, too, with the shoes, the wrestling boots he had on, and the gloves. Yes. I thought that was really dope, too, what they did for that. From what we saw from this match, I think it's fair. We gave it a B+. Yes. Maybe we're wrong. I don't know. I didn't fully see it. We could have given a different grade, but like you said, we weren't in there to watch it. It could have been higher, but I thought it was great. Can we get Brian and Christian in a tag team with Nicholas as their manager, the Cages? If I see Nick Cage on AEW, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Are we talking Nicolas Cage from Gone in 60 Seconds, or are we talking Nicolas Cage from Ghost Rider? How about Face Off? Yeah, Face Off was good too. Or National Treasure? Absolutely not. One of my favorite movies of all time. I know why it was one of your favorite movies. That'll be for another time. My man Ant Won't Stop has joined us. Ant got some of the hottest music in the rap game. Make sure you guys check him out. Definitely a good friend of the show. Where did I just had a comment I thought for I just saw somebody put Ghost Rider. Oh, Jericho is the bubbly god. Simon Miller. How are y'all not included? Shida, she carried the women's division on her back for a whole. The problem stick with Shida, why I didn't put Shida in it? Shida has been booked shittily by AEW. I know that's not a word, but they have screwed up with her. Bro, she had an award show on Dynamite on Friday, and guess what they did? We had a Spanish announcer making fun of her. Like, anytime she has a moment, it's ruined by controversy by someone else. It's never Shida's fault. It's just someone else. We'll get into it. Like I said, I need some time to adjust the 6. Got to do it in Derek voice, though. The Battle Royal was an underrated match. Okay. All right. Dior Doomsday. We won't see Mox for a while. B+. Okay, people are agreeing with us. Somebody said Ghost Rider. Face off Nick Cage. Totally unhinged. Thank you, Casey. Thank you. Connor has joined us as well. What's going on, Connor?
What's up? What's up?
Man, all right. Yo, they're making a face-off too? Hold on, y'all. For real? I'm down. I'm down.
Nah, don't do that.
I'm down. Wait, is John Travolta really bald now?
Yeah.
This could be interesting. I hope.
Fingers crossed.
Anywho, let's get into the Casino Battle Royale. We start off with the clubs, and we hear that the countdown to the Christian Cage music. Matt Sydal comes out. My man Powerhouse Hobbs was a beast in this match. Dustin Rhodes and Max Caster. Max Caster had some good one-liners in here. I thought the ending of his rap was a little weak. I don't know. It felt like the Dustin Rhodes line really just wasn't there, wasn't connecting.
Yeah, I think he. I don't want to say he almost forgot his lines. I think he wasn't prepared for some reason.
Right.
Like, he knew what he was gonna say, but I think he lost the crowd somewhere.
He took too long. He took too long to deliver what he was going to say. He's got to be just fluid with it. But I think maybe the beat was starting over because it was a little bit longer than what he was normally used to saying.
Right.
It's all good, Max. It's all good.
Hey, deep breath. You got him next time.
Right. Early on, Max gets eliminated here. Hopefully, Max isn't injured. I don't know. That was kind of early for him to go out. All these people thinking Brian was showing up tonight felt heartbroken tonight, but Leo Rush was nice. Yes, we'll get into that. Dude should have ended it with the edge line. Them other bars were gar. I'm with Sick kind of on that.
Yeah.
The edge line was great, though.
Yeah.
They put Christian in that edge spot going start to finish, but had him come up short in the end instead. Yeah, I like it, though. So for the Diamonds, we had Matt Hardy, Isiah Kassidy, 10, Serpentico, and Nick Comoroto coming out. I really like this spot because Matt Hardy and Isiah waited at the top of the ramp for 10 to come out, and they tried to beast mode him, and 10 was not going for it. They've been building 10 up nice, bro.
Yeah, 10 has been getting some heavy play, and I appreciate all of that.
This guy.
Just saying.
In the Hearts, so eventually, let me see. So Max Caster got eliminated. We saw Sydal and Serpentico get eliminated. In the Hearts, we had the Varsity Blondes. Brian Pillman Jr.
and Stiff Leg Garrison.
Griff Garrison. Derek just laughs at how stiff his legs are anytime in the match. And nothing against his wrestling skill. He's amazing, but just so.
No, he's good. He's just stiff as hell.
Colt Cabana came out with a little boom Colt Cabana. Anthony Bowens. I thought Anthony Bowens looked great in this too.
Anthony did look good.
Pentagon's attire, bro, was fire, bro. The Joker attire. Yo, put that in the AEW video game. I'm telling you right now, whoever's listening, tweet it. Go talk to Ukes, talk to whoever you got to. I thought that looked really good, though, for Pentagon. And we saw Colt get eliminated after that. In the Spades, we had Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy's theme is over. Let me tell you how I know this. How do you know this? Ask me. How do I know this?
How do you know this?
My mother-in-law doesn't watch wrestling, and she was like, oh, I like Jungle Boy. He's one of my guys. She ain't watched this ever. She doesn't know. And she was like, I like Jungle Boy. And then we were like, oh, that's Luke Perry's son. Oh, that's cool. Cool. And she was into it. My son, when he heard it, did he not?
That boy turned around quick.
The intern turned around. Now you guys can be in on the joke. Turned right around and was like, yo, whose music is this? And he was, The people were going in, and he was like, yo, this is pretty cool. And it just worked, man.
You gotta remind you where it started, though.
Go ahead, tell him.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Classics.
It was really a music video first, but we won't get into that. This is from Derek's childhood's revisionist history.
Hey.
So who do we have? Jungle Boy, Marq, Quen, Aaron Solo, whatever his name is, Evil Uno, Big Shotty, Lee Johnson, and the Joker card was Lio Rush. Lio Rush had some good moments in here. He was moving around pretty quickly. He looked a little nervous from the start.
Yes, he looked nervous, but at the same time, when he was doing his,
spots.
His spots, yes. When he was doing his spots, I think for some people, he was moving too fast for. I think they couldn't keep up with the spots because they're like, damn, I didn't realize he was this fast.
Like with Matt Hardy too, they tried to do the spot where he does the rebound, bounces off the bottom rope into the stunner. Matt Hardy's got to be able to move with that. And I think he was too fast for Matt.
Yeah,
Matt should be moving like Christian. Slow down the pace. Do what you got to do in there. Right. But Lio Rush looked great in this. I thought he was with MLW. Maybe he's allowed to make appearances. Maybe Leo's a free agent. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I thought it was great. I thought it was great, man. Hold on, I'm trying to get it up in here with the remarks in the chat. This match made the show, Uncle says. Okay. Ant won't stop. Needs to start ghostwriting for Max, Rob says. Ace said, I'm so glad Jungle Boy won because he deserved it. Nick Comoroto had a nasty spear. Yo, Derek, who had the spine buster? Was it Hobbs or 10?
That was
Hobbs.
No.
Was it 10?
I think it was 10.
Yo, one of those two had a spine buster in this match that we were all like, Jesus.
I think it was 10. I think 10 hit that spine buster, and that shit was.
10 is being booked by -1, B-Boy Skyline said. Paul Wright should have been the Joker. So you can see Derek's reaction.
Don't do that shit.
Well, it's the big show.
Don't do me like that, Casey. I never want to see Paul White in the ring ever again.
He was mad at WrestleMania 36 when he came out to challenge Drew. That Joker was awesome. Facts. The moment with the intern and Jungle Boy is my favorite part of this match. Pentagon is my boy. Bro needs gold sooner rather than later. I'm with Casey on that. Jungle Boy is the future. Toothpaste commercial for me. See, Rob knows. That's what I remember.
Okay, so Rob said it was Hobbs.
See? Man, yo, I can't keep up with the chat. I like this though. This is good. They should have let Solo hit his finish on Lee Johnson, the pedigree. Leo versus Darby would be great. Yes. Hardy effed up the rebound neck breaker spot twice. Well, the first time that I think Leo just didn't get the bounce that he needed to on it. Like that idea, Matt. He lost his belt on the last MLW show. Maybe he's in between contracts. Perhaps it was Hobbs. 10 did it. Well, people are just laughing in here. All right, chat. Yo, if I miss any of your comments and you really want them said, just write them in again and I'll get to them. I promise. Mods, be good to me. Be good to me. So, with that being said, we had a really interesting matchup. The last three in were Jungle Boy, Matt Hardy, Christian. Matt Hardy and Christian trying to do the whole, let's do our little claw pound. And, we used to be friends in ladder matches and stuff. And then, I don't know, Christian must have remembered what happened, and he just dumped Matt Hardy out of the ring. Jungle Boy and Christian are going at it. Derek, I'm not going to lie, bro. I picked Christian to win this. Totally wrong. Totally wrong, man. Christian eventually gets eliminated by Jungle Boy, and what I thought was really, really good.
Yeah.
Big elimination, too. He got back in the ring, and he flipped him over.
That was huge. I think it's well deserved for Jungle Boy. Christian has his time coming. I don't see it right now, but it's coming. It's coming soon. I think it'll be a future prediction for me would be Christian versus
Kenny it all out, maybe?
No.
Before that?
After.
It's
going to be Christian and Hangman Adam Page.
Respect, bro. Respect. I'm gonna put that out there. Chris Shad, or excuse me, I've said Chris, pardon me. Chad Shatter joining us. What's going on, Chad? Or excuse me, Schrader. There you go. That's that wet, bald head. Woo! My bad, Chad. Thank you for joining us. Paul don't need the Joker to be a joke. Y'all leave Paul right alone. He's been doing all right on commentary. Leave that man alone. When you said Paul Wright's coming back to the ring, Paul versus the world's strongest slam could happen. It could happen.
No, I don't want to see that either. No.
Stop hating.
No.
How lit is that crowd going to be when it's Jungle Boy in 2 weeks when he fights for the AEW title? That is going to be great. Saw some complaining that Jungle Boy is going to be fed to Kenny. Jungle Boy's young enough, though, to be put in the spot. It's okay. I don't know why some people were complaining about that.
Jungle Boy has time.
Yeah, people complain about everything. Like, give it time, bro. It's okay. He's got time. As we said, time
is on my side.
B- for this match, though. I was happy with what happened with Jungle Boy. I think the ending was worth it way more than all the stuff to lead up to it. I think we didn't have a strong list of competitors in this. There were only like a couple guys who could have won. It was like Pentagon was probably like third, Jungle Boy 2, Christian 1. Like those were the only 3 guys who could have really won in my mind.
Yeah, those were the only ones that were going to cross the stage for me. So,
all right, who's ready? Let's talk some controversy. You ready?
Controversy.
Anthony Ogogo with QT and the bowling shirt versus Cody Rhodes and the Waffle House menu holder, AA, Arn Anderson. All due respect to everybody in this. This was a different match, but I know a lot of people are not happy about this matchup. And we're going to talk about it. Anthony Ogogo, I thought he looked impressive in this match, Derek. We got way more from him than we've been getting.
Yes.
I thought it was different. It wasn't a 5-minute squash match like he's been doing with him, just punching people and destroying them.
No, I wasn't overly impressed with his match, but I liked it because it wasn't one of those situations where it was like, oh, I'm gonna KO you with this punch real quick and then win the match. You know, they actually made him wrestle, so I can appreciate that.
Right. Randy Sam said Leo got the fastest elimination. Cody will now be known as Homelander. B-Boy Skyline said, if you've ever seen The Boys, you know why. Also, Ogogo should have won this match. Ogogo should have won, damn it. Listen, guys, you saw my predictions. I definitely would have put him in that same spot. And here comes Rob with the booze. Were you guys surprised Brian didn't show up with WWE trying to get him to sign a contract, or do you think Brian will be at ROH Best in the World? Brian can show up wherever he wants. I would love for him to show up at Ring of Honor. Me and Matt talk Ring of Honor a lot in the DMs. So I hope you guys know that one day those reviews will be coming back. Hopefully, eventually, I can get back to doing those. But for right now, I would love to see Brian come back to anywhere that's different. I want him to wrestle people who he wants to wrestle.
Right.
I don't know if staying with WWE gives him the fix that he's looking for in all of this.
Probably not.
Chad, on a side note, says Josh Alexander retained his X Division title at an IWC wrestling event I went to yesterday. I got to meet Josh and got his autograph. That is dope. You have to get at me in the DMs on Twitter at EPW Show and let me know about that, man. That's very cool, though. The match was the weakest on the card. I gave it a D-. Dang, people are rough on this one, man. I thought it was the weakest match of the night. I agree. Well, we got to remember, too, though, Cody's working with somebody has it been a year since he was announced?
He's green.
Yeah. Oh, I thought this was good, though. What Casey just brought up, Ogogo's Frog Splash was really good.
It was good.
It had nice form to it. I agree.
You know what? It was good for a guy who is a boxer and who had the size that he had.
I just realized what he wrote. Cody Jefferson's going to write that declaration of overbooking. PJ. I'm done. Ogogo versus Cody was boring and trash. Rockstar, you got to remember, too, though, this is a new dude. He's never been on pay-per-view. He's never wrestled in front of people, really. Like, a crowd that big, this is probably the biggest crowd he's ever wrestled in front of.
Right. And you got to think, it's first-time jitters for him.
Right. Cody borrowed all the pants. Okay, some people are saying C-. Yeah.
I would have given it a C+.
We did C+.
Was it C+? Okay.
That's what we did. We gave it a C+. The match was okay, but it ended abruptly off a vertebreaker. Like, that was weird. I don't know. I mean, I'm not mad. I like when matches end off regular moves because then you never know when the match is going to end. I don't know. I just thought Ogogo could have won this match. Just me. But
I think the right move would have been for him to win this match.
can I go on my mini Cody rant, though, that I was talking about before?
You got it.
I don't know if you agree with this, Derek, but I hear a lot of people always saying Cody should lose, Cody should lose, Cody should lose. I'm sick of hearing that, bro, all the time. You guys cannot say Cody Rhodes needs to lose every time.
It's time for him to start winning.
The last time they said that was Cody versus Jericho. Cody was in that ladder match. He lost. Some people are like, oh, he didn't lose the right way. Now Cody's got to lose a certain way for people. I don't hate Cody. I didn't like this patriotism crap that they tried to put into this. I didn't like it. All right. I took a go-go side more than Cody's. But I just also think that we gotta do better with Cody. He's not always the bad guy. Out of all the EVPs, I think Cody's put the most people over. Let's be real. He's got the Nightmare Factory over. He's putting people on television. He is doing the best that he can with some of the talents that would be forgotten about if Cody and other people weren't interacting with them. He's helped them. So I don't really want to hear that, oh, Cody needs to lose every match. Now, should have Cody lost here, I would have booked it that way. That's just me.
Yeah, but then again, you have Cody lose every single match, and then if he disappears, if so basically what you're saying is you want Cody to stay out of the picture. So if Cody stays out of the picture, there should be no bitching if he's out of the picture.
Bitch. Right. You can't satisfy everybody. And now people are saying, now Cody, go away. Cody can do whatever he wants. Again, if you've seen The Boys, you'll know what I said. I give it a C for Cody. C+ is generous. I thought Ogogo did fine, though. That's the other part of this that I'm like, Ogogo looked all right in this match. Ogogo needed the win. He's at top corner, but if Cody was going over, it should have been with something big rather than an awkward vertebrae breaker. Yeah, I don't know why that happened like that. Okay, that's why you have Dark. He's not too good. He should not beat Cody. Ogogo doesn't do anything to help the feud. Okay, Malik.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with the feud.
Cody is the better of putting guys over. I feel he should be world champion. I agree, Matt. I don't know why he booked himself into that corner with some of that stuff. Booty Juice works on the show. I love the American Nightmare and Bullet Club Cody. People don't know what they want. Cody is Teflon. Yeah, right. It's called Din's Fire. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next match because I knew that Cody match was going to have some controversy surrounding it. Derek, let's talk this TNT Championship match with Lance Archer and Miro. Apparently, Miro attacked Jake the Snake Roberts. You want to see the real Snake? Caesar. He apparently attacked Jake on the pre-show, so Jake's not out here. Lance Archer's music hits, everybody, and he's coming out ready to fight, and this turns into a brawl instantly, and I thought this is what this match needed to be. Yes. Dude, Miro and Archer, I think, have really improved on the microphone since even a couple months ago. Yes. I love the line, your song says everybody dies, I insist you go first. It was like a meeting of bad guys. It worked very well for it. Miro looked great, belly-to-bellying Archer into the crowd, over the guardrail. They did a lot of stuff here. We even saw a spinning rock bottom. What did they call it? The helicoaster?
I think that's what it was called.
That I never heard it called that before, but that looked pretty dope. Eventually, let's get to the finish of the match because they basically just brawl throughout this, hitting big moves on each other. Jake Roberts is coming out with the snake. You got I hate this dude so much. If you're not watching the video version of this, you don't know what you're missing right now. This dude's a fool. Oh man. I can't even bad weird. So oh, there's nothing better than podcasting with your boys. I'm telling you. That shit was funny. Jake tries to get in the ring. He tries to pull out the snake, and Miro just puts the beat down on him. Miro just started whooping on him, bro. Yo, Miro threw the snake. All you heard was, there can't be a real snake in there. Peter will be on top of this. And that was from somebody who was just walking by like, that can't be a real snake in there. Animal rights activists would be upset with this. So I was just like, what has the world become? Earthquake sat on a snake and made snake burgers out of it. Just straight up snake burgers.
It's a felony now, bro.
It is. It is. Really, really fun stuff here, though, for the most part. I thought that Jake getting beat up added to the match a little bit.
Yes.
And Archer's trying to get in. He kicks him low into the ropes, into the Family Jewels. Leaping thrust kick and locked the game over in on Archer. Archer passes out. Great of a beat. Can we talk about things AEW's overdoing right now? The pass out gimmick, and this probably goes for all of wrestling. Stop having people pass out. It doesn't make you, I don't know. To me, it doesn't make anybody look better.
That doesn't look like a move where you would pass out. I'm sorry.
Rich in protein. Knock it off, Rob. Earthquake was 26 when he did that, probably. Yeah, I don't like the pass out, and I think there's been a lot of blood lately in AEW, like too much.
Yes.
Either by accident or on purpose. I think that they're clashing. So I think we need to scale back blood just for a little bit.
It's not the attitude era.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying you just don't need it in every match is what I'm saying.
No, I get you, but you know.
I think people are just getting cut too by accident. Like Paige the other week just got cut. But in some of these matches, you can tell people are doing things. So just note to self, chill out on some of that.
Yes.
But really, really fun match. Miro gets the win. We gave this a B for a match grade for this one. Archer Ness feud is with Peta. Peta needs to sue. Miro dropped 2 snakes tonight. Laugh out loud. Obi-Wan said, trust me. Uncle said I wanted Lance to win, but Miro needs to keep the belt. Also, keep this in the back of your mind. I heard, rumor has it, that there is a big planned thing for Archer going forward. Like it's basically a done deal as long as there's no injuries or something prevents it. What that is, I don't know. Then we find out after this match that AEW All Out, Derek. It's going to be in Chicago, Illinois, if you will, September 5th. Good to see them getting back on the road. It looks like we might be able to go to that AEW Rochester show.
Hey,
I need it.
ball game.
I need it in my life. What's your guy say from Chicago, the announcer?
Oh, he gone.
He gone. So hopefully he gone when they get to All Out. I can't wait to see the build up for that show, and I'm glad that they're starting to be able to travel. Hopefully everybody is safe and they do it with all the proper restrictions in place. AEW Women's Title match: Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, versus Hikaru Shida, who just celebrated a year-long title reign. Derek, did you see the new belt, bro?
Love it.
Bigger, better?
Better.
I like it.
Bigger.
Hold on. Archer for the world title, people are saying. I feel AEW is running the ECW day style with the pacing of the Attitude Era. You're kind of right with that. You can see like Tony loves a lot of the ECW stuff. Casey, I hear the big thing for Archer is laser tattoo removal of that big giant black blotch on his lower back. I got a question. Why do people complain about Cody? Malik, I couldn't even answer that for you, bro. Makes no sense. Matt Lopez says he's dying to go to a show. Hopefully soon, good sir. Hopefully soon. Britt Baker, Derek. She has come a long way from us questioning why she's in the position she was in. She's come a long way in this one. I think it was a foregone conclusion that we all wanted to see Britt Baker win, but Rob was putting a little bug in my ear. Maybe they'll switch it up. Maybe they'll do something different here. And Britt Baker is just on point in this match. She had a nasty collision with the guardrail. She hits a nasty curb stomp on the Shida, pulls out the black glove, air raid crash for a near fall. We saw Rebel accidentally hit Britt Baker with the crutch. That's when Derek thought it could have been over for her.
I thought it was.
Rebel, not Reba, would have been in big trouble. We saw a curb stomp onto the belt. Loved the part where the referee turned around and saw her throwing the belt. Derek was pissed. He's like, come on. Come on. But
I was.
Listen, bro. They had to throw the belt, and she got caught throwing the belt. It worked, in my opinion. They never saw her do anything. She was just like, oh, we got to get that out of here.
Yes, but there should have been some question.
She was going for the pen, bro. Get down and count. You didn't see me use it. So after that happens, we see the lockjaw get reversed for the near fall, but Dr. Britt Baker eventually locks in that lockjaw and Shida taps out. We have a new AEW Women's Champion, Dr. Britt Baker. And right now, this is the last time that I want to be the person apologizing for this. Britt Baker, I doubted some of your abilities in the beginning. I was wrong. You don't hear many podcasters do this. Remember this, folks. Pass it on. Remember when some of your people say, like, oh, this person wasn't good. You never hear them say they were wrong. Britt Baker, I was wrong about you in the beginning. You have shown up. Your character work has been tremendous. Your in-ring work has improved. I got nothing but respect. I'm glad you're the AEW Women's Champion. B+.
I was wrong. I didn't like her in the beginning. I thought she was garbage.
Yo, chill.
Just saying. I thought she was garbage.
Honesty is key.
Then she came with the fire.
Right?
And pull a rabbit out her ass.
Okay. All right. In case that Britt Baker is my girl, DMD. This match was not as good as the NWA Women's title match, but it was damn good. I think they were both on par with each other. I really do. I gave them both B+. The crowd was very pro-Bit and some Shida fans in the crowd. Yes, I would love to see them build Shida back up eventually to get into the title picture, though. You could have witnessed a crowd shift like we've never seen before in years if Shida retained. I know. Thank goodness that they had the right outcome for us. I think the pass out would be good if used right every once in a while, but if you're doing it like that on weekly, come on. I agree. It's just overdone. Britt is very good. She just sucked as a babyface. I think with this character, she'll be over as a babyface now too, Matt. What the hell, Derek? You want the ref to stop the match and conduct a full-on investigation based on circumstantial evidence?
You damn right. He saw her throw it out.
I got a couple
bullshit.
I got a couple questions for you, Miss. I know you got this pen going on right now, but you gotta wait a second.
We gotta talk right now.
That belt big enough for Nyla or nah? Yeah, I think Nyla will be fine with that title.
Nah, Brody.
Nyla, no, that belt's big enough, I think, now. We'll see.
Big enough to fit in her hand correctly.
NWA versus AW title, we could see that. I ain't apologizing for shit. She had some shit matches in the past, but she pulled a Becky Lynch, and now I don't mind her being champion. Sick with the classic shoulder shrug.
Becky, 2 belts?
Sick had me laughing in our chat before. We'll have to talk about that later, Sick, when I threw up the peace sign at our boy Ice in the chat. Had me cracking up today. That was on a side note. I like after the match too that Tony Schiavone embraced Britt Baker. Like her stuff turned around when she did that promo with Tony in the ring on the Jericho Cruise.
Yes.
And I think that was the biggest part. And I love the fact that Tony was there to embrace her and show part of the stuff. I don't know. Tony Schiavone's in a weird position with that one. Yeah. He's hanging out with heels.
Listen, I feel Britt needs to stay the way that she is. She can't be a face and she can't be a heel. She has to stay exactly the way she is, because if she turns heel, I think that's a downfall. Unless if she can pull another rabbit out her ass, I think that's a downfall for her. She has to stay not good, but not bad either. It's just kind of like the
workload only increases from here is how I see it.
Yeah, I think she needs to stay the rebel without a cause.
Yeah. I respect that. And hopefully she does do that. Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky versus Sting and Darby Allin here.
It's that.
Page and Sky have a new tag team name called Men of the Year. I don't hate it. I thought their theme was pretty cool.
No, the theme was, I like the theme.
I like Scorpio Sky's theme. I was listening to that today. That was a dope theme, by the way. But yeah, I thought the theme was good. Tag team name was good. It all worked in my opinion. So we get a small Sting Darby video. They're in the desert. Darby's skateboarding. Then all of a sudden, he sees him on the side of the road, and Sting rolls up in his realtor Steve old school car, and he's just like, "Hey, what's up, son? How you doing? Get on in. Get in." And then they eventually come out. Derek's ready for the shaved ice because Tony Schiavone's out there, and he's getting ready to yell, "It's Dad! It's Sting!" Tony Schiavone was feeling Sting in this match. It was good. It felt nostalgic.
My man Tony got the coconut buttercream ready.
Bust him over the back of my legs. So eventually, these guys come out. Darby takes quite a beating in this matchup here. I love the fact in the very beginning, too, before we get into Darby's beatdown. So the match starts with Darby running basically like launching himself out of the ring. Darby does the best dive out of the ring that I've ever seen. If you're going to do those tope suicidas and they look like garbage, watch Darby and several others do them. That's the way you're supposed to do them. So he looks crazy when he does it. He goes out the ring, battering ram into people. Sting, Scorpio Sky suplexes him. He's wearing the long sleeve shirt. We're like, oh man, that's the Sting we're getting. Sting gets up, takes the shirt off, and he looks at him. He's just like, ah. And I love Scorpio Sky's visuals when he thinks he's down, and when he first turns around, he knows someone's behind him because he hears the fans cheering. Sting grabs him by his bald head. Usually you grab people by the hair and throw him. He grabbed him by the dome like, Michael Jordan, and just pushes him off. It was so funny to me. I don't know why, because in my notes I have Sting pushes Sky by that bald-ass head and jumps off the poker chips onto them.
Right.
Sting took off the shirt. He did not care. 61 or not, Sting came out to deliver, and he did good in this match, bro.
He did. Sting definitely looked good in this match, man. I'm not even gonna hold him for that. He definitely looked good.
Damn, I might say he looked better even than in 2015 a little bit. He was moving in there.
He looked very rigid in 2015.
Yeah. He didn't look like I don't know. You started seeing the Sting like degrade a little bit, but then right here I saw like there's a lot of hope for Sting.
Yes.
Like he at 61, bro. 61. Like I can't even imagine taking a bump now. Like at 61, he's doing this, man. Sting is appreciated for this. At one point though, Ethan Page gets in the ring with Darby, and they put a beat down on him. Ethan Page did the Bam Bam Bigelow Spike Dudley to him. Yo. He picked up Darby and threw him into the crowd, and they said it was his brother. I don't know if that was really his brother or not.
Probably. Honestly, it kind of looked like him a little bit.
Bro, and I know his ankles hurt after that. When they landed on the guardrail.
Oh, God.
Bro, you heard the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
You know what? You know what's funny? All I heard in my head was
extra.
That's all I heard once I seen it. I'm like, this is very reminiscent.
The kid in me was jumping at that stage dive. Tony should license to Rice to Schoolboy Q Man of the Year if he's serious about this team. Yeah. Me and Derek, that used to be a Cruiser song back in the day.
Yeah, that song was extremely dope.
Sting fooled everybody wearing that long sleeve shirt. Exactly. Rare that I compliment Sting. This is rare. So take a picture of this from Rob if you guys want.
Right.
Quote it. Ethan Page with the Bam Bam Spike Dudley spot. He knows. A said the crowd was crazy. Yeah, the crowd really made a lot of this, man. Sting looks stung, Six said. As long as he doesn't have that TKO Ryan injury. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't even want to think about that. Ugh. Thank goodness, though. I think everybody was safe in this. Darby takes a beat in this match. He tagged Sting at one point, but the ref didn't see it due to a distraction. Sting gets the tag in. He does the Stinger splashes. He's hulking up. Everybody's loving it. He hit a code red almost. Kind of a code red.
You know what? I'm not even gonna fault Sting for that.
Can't knock the hustle, baby. He tried it.
He probably you could tell he was trying to make sure that was perfect. It wasn't, but I'm going to give him A for effort because Sting is 61.
Yeah, Sting did his damn thing. I love the finish of this match. Me and Derek both popped for this. Scorpio Sky is in the ring, and he is going for his jump over the rope cutter. And when he grabs it, we're like, oh, did he? Like, my instant thought was maybe he botched because Sting didn't go down. No, Sting blocked that shit, caught him. Scorpion death drop. Boom. 1, 2, 3. I loved it, bro. B+, man. Woo! B+. This was a great match, man. Let's see here. A said Darby Allin's brother was in the crowd. Okay. Matt Lopez said that match was A+. This match was A1. This was good. This was a really good match. Love it.
It definitely was.
I'm not going to argue with anybody who would put in that A- territory either.
Wait a minute, my boy. Wait a minute. Casey said A-?
I'm not. I was just going to say.
I'm not knocking it. It's Casey.
You can hire Derek on Fiverr if you need any voiceover work done.
There you go.
Sting looked good in this match. Also made Paige and Sky look good. I like it. I don't know if we're done with this. Sting and Darby beat the number 2 ranked team. Sting and Darby for tag champs against the Bucks, baby. Let me chill. Sting ain't ready for those bumps yet.
No.
Really good, though. Really good match. Let's get into these last 2 matchups here. Highlights of Kenny Omega becoming the belt collector are shown. How he won the title in AAA Impact Wrestling. We had a bunch of highlights for everything.
Yeah. No. This was a really good package.
Yeah, dude. It shows how Kenny Omega became the man. And during all of this, we see how it led to the triple threat matchup, because we don't get triple threats off the AEW. I really think this is like the 2nd or 3rd one ever. So it works. It works for me for what they were trying to do here. These 3 start off the match like spark plugs. They're fighting. They're going all over the place. I'm going to try and run through these moves as best as I can. Orange Cassidy does some great dives on the floor hits. Pac hits in a beautiful Asahi moonsault on Kenny Omega. While watching this, maybe missed the old ECW 3-way dances. I'm going to propose something to the chat. Everybody who's in here, do you think that AEW should go to the 3-way dances rules of ECW? That means elimination style for it, so that way the champion is always pinned if they lose their title. Let me know how you guys feel about that. I was thinking that while watching this. Orange Cassidy blocks Kenny Omega by putting his hands in his pockets. I thought that was really good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was perfect.
Pac then comes up and hits a release German suplex from the top. It was a thing of beauty. Eventually we see, which spot am I at here? Excuse me. Orange eventually hits a somersault off of the middle rope onto the floor with his hands in his pocket on Pac. Kenny Omega goes for the one-wing angel from the top rope, but Pac reverses it into a top rope Falcon Arrow. Orange Cassidy steals the pin for a close near fall. People were eating this shit up at this point. Pac reverses the one-wing angel into a brutalizer. Orange punch, and then the beach break on Kenny for a 1-2, barely kicks out. Don Callis is on the commentary team. Derek, what does Don Callis yell out on the microphone? Shit. And you just hear the headphones drop, and he runs towards the ring to go help. There was a close near fall, and Don Callis pulls out the ref, that SOB. Boom. Knocks out the referee in the match. I think it was Bryce who was down. So Bryce is down afterwards, after he gets pulled out the ring. Kenny eventually then beats up Bryce afterwards. He's supposed to try to look for a submission. And Kenny just says, you know what? If Pac's not going to let go of the submission, he's kicking Pac. Pac's like, I don't care. And then he was like, I'm hitting the ref then. And he knocks the ref out so he doesn't lose his championship because Kenny's a heel. He's a swarmy bastard. So we then see the match start to finally get its payoff. Kenny uses all 4 titles to hit Pac, and he is knocked with those. Orange Cassidy hits the orange punch on Omega. Here comes the referee. Aubrey comes in, 1, 2, and it gets reversed into a crucifix pen. 1, 2, 3. Kenny Omega is still your AEW champion. And I know I didn't say a lot about this. You have to go back and watch this. I gave this an A-. I thought that this was really good.
Yes.
Orange Cassidy has desperately missed the fans, Tokyo. I will agree with that Orange is still over. Championship was awesome until the end when Callis got involved. Overproduced finish, Casey says. I thought Callis made it work, though.
Yes.
When he said shit, it showed the desperation. Matt Lopez says he likes the drama when it's a regular 3-way. Okay. shit. Kenny didn't pen Pac. He penned OC. Correct. If I said that incorrectly, that was my fault. Pac was down from all the title shot hits. They were doing such a good job making him heel. The fans were booing, bro. That shows that he had heat for me. Jesus said match of the night for me. I think you said the same thing, Derek, when we were talking about this.
Yeah.
People are saying this is a great 3-way. It looks like maybe I'm the only one feeling the ECW rules. I thoroughly enjoyed Kenny and Callis together, though. The Elite is awesome, except for Shoe Polish and his partner.
Damn. Sure. Spit shine, shoe polish.
That's just nasty, bro.
Just saying.
Straight up, just filth.
He looks a little dirty, so it might be this spittoon spit shine.
Come on, bro. Come on with that. Let's talk about this main event. But before we get into it, though, we find out Full Gear is going to be November 6th. The rumors are true. It's going to be in St. Louis. Hi-ish, everybody to St. Louis. All right. Tony Schiavone then says, Friday, August 13th, new show is going to be happening. AEW Rampage, Derek.
I'm all for it.
They have a new analyst signed, and he's going to be a coach backstage. The world's strongest man, Marq Henry. He did not come out in the Salmon jacket. I was hurt a little bit by that.
Yeah, you know what? I wanted to see him in that. It would have hit totally different than what it did. Don't get me wrong. I was happy to see him. But in the Salmon jacket, that'd have been it.
Right? And perfect timing, I guess. Rob just said Andrade congratulated Kenny on Twitter. Congratulations, Kenny. Not going to attempt to even read that right now because I'm tired, but it translates to see you soon. He's ready to take that AAA title at Triple Mania coming up soon. Triple threat is one fall, three-way dance is elimination. I think all multi-man matches should be elimination, build suspense through the match. I kind of agree, Connor, at some points. But I do think you can use regular triple threats as a storyline moving forward when you don't want someone to lose to.
Right, exactly.
Matt Lopez, I didn't see Marq Henry coming. Hopefully he's rocking the Salmon jacket on Dynamite next Friday.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
Put that jacket on, Marq. He's getting. Henry said he's getting ready to get back in the ring. He said he did want to have a match so that so that Big Show can't say he competed in more decades than him.
Oh,
Derek, it's happening, bro. I don't know why you just won't accept this.
I don't want to see it.
Is there any irony that Lio Rush and Marq Henry debuting on the show tonight? Yeah, I hope that they patch things up between the two of them. I didn't like when they had beef with each other. I think they both have good points to make when it comes to this. They try to go through this whole AEW card. Bro, Moose versus Kenny on June 12th at Against All Odds. Yes, that Impact show is actually looking great. Kenny's going to be busy this summer. He is. Three-way dance elimination rules. I got to ask, man, all these former WWE wrestlers, do you think it's getting to be a bit much? I don't want this turning into another TNA situation. Here's the problem, Sig. WWE was the only game in town for how many years, Derek, would we say? I know TNA was around in 02, but they didn't have a lot of homegrown people too in the beginning. I think everybody's touched WWE at this point. I don't want to hear that shit. Honestly, I don't know. To me, it's not good enough to say it anymore. Yeah. I used to think like that, and I'm like, you know what? It's not the same. I do think you have to find guys to build around, but I do think they have that. Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, Archer. And Archer was in WWE before, if you guys remember that too. See what I'm saying? You'll find guys, you're like, oh, they were in WWE technically.
Yeah, a lot of people have touched down in WWE first before they came to AEW. So I mean, it's inevitable. It's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen.
Right. And Matt Lopez says WWE, New Japan, AEW, ROH, MLW, Impact. There's a lot to go look at. And people jump all over the place. At least they're using a majority of them as supporting cast and not full-fledged rosters like Miro and Mox. Yeah.
Right.
Correct. So we find out we got Nick Comoroto versus Dustin Rhodes in a bull rope match, if you will, coming up on Dynamite. I missed one of the matches here. I know we have the Young Bucks versus Pentagon and Pac. In 2 weeks, Jungle Boy versus Kenny Omega as well. So we've got some good shows to look forward to going up. Just don't forget that we got those NBA delays, so you're going to have to be looking out for when Dynamite is. But follow the Everything Pro Wrestling Facebook group, and you guys can find all that stuff out. I put threads up for all of it, so come hang with us, man. Stadium Stampede, Derek. Pinnacle, Inner Circle. Inner Circle loses, gone, finito, forever, done, Finn.
Ciao, Bella.
The Pinnacle pull up in a limo, or so we think. And it's MJF. He's cutting a promo, and then all of a sudden the Inner Circle's theme hits, and I love this. At WrestleMania 29, I always said that I wanted the Shield to come down from helicopters. I don't know how they could have done this, but with the Shield music, I thought it would have been perfect. They come down from the helicopters. They rappel off of something. The Inner Circle did that here. They look like motorcycle, They look like the Mayans or Sons of Anarchy. They had like the biker gear on and everything. I thought it looked really dope. And they propelled off of the stadium projector. I thought that was really, really cool. Eventually, they try to chase MJF. He goes back into his limo. And then all of a sudden, in the Karate Kid Terry Silver car, the FTR Tully pulls up. And I have to reference Casey here real quick. Because Casey sent me this great image, bro. Great image about Tully. And he said, why does Tully look like Dale Gribble, cowboy dad from King of the Hill? Come on, bro. Tully did look weird in that get up. It made me laugh though.
It was that, and then I know some of you in the chat have seen Police Academy. If you have seen Police Academy, then you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say the Blue Oyster Bar.
The dead scene.
If you do not, go on YouTube, type in Police Academy Blue Oyster Bar, and watch my man with the short guy in the bar. My man Tully was looking just like that.
Casey said Pinnacle should have just waited at the bottom and whooped the Inner Circle as they were trying to unbuckle from their ropes. The problem was they weren't in place. They were too busy trying to be in that Terry Silver car, like he said, from Cobra Kai season 4, man. Silver Fox, baby. Mike Barnes, bad boy of karate.
Right.
The sequel was not as good as the original, but it was fantastic to rally back the crowd. By the end, was perfect to close the show. Right? Inner Circle, forever. Let's go through some of the spots in this one here. MJF pulls out a fire extinguisher, uses it on Jericho. MJF eventually answers the phone, kind of having like a Rock McFoley Super Bowl halftime moment that they had with each other. I thought that was really cool. They did very well with this, man. Chris Jericho uses a megaphone. Shout out to Jimmy Hart for yelling at MJF, hurting his ears, and then he hits his head with cookie sheets at the same time. Urban Meyer and Charlie Strong, I believe was his name, are passing football equipment to Jericho so he could throw it at MJF. Whatever you think about the Jags, I guess. Whatever. Knock it off. Wardlow tries to shut Jake Hager in a freezer and ends up he just ends up like hitting him with some like plastic box shit. I was just like, or the bread stuff, right? The bread crate.
Yeah, the bread crate, yeah.
I always wanted to throw someone into one of those or hit them with one too. I don't know why. But then like you said, you're like, you ever pick one of those up? Those shits are heavy, bro.
They are, dude. They're super heavy and thicker than you believe.
Right? Don't want to get your fingers pinched in between that.
Dude, I did that once. That shit was horrible.
See, bro? So they're going at it with the bread crates. We see Equipment Chest uses weapons. Then we see Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears was that creepy segment with him just sitting in the chair, hitting the chair on the ground when Sammy comes up. I was like, what the hell is this? So they had a little bit of comedy stuff in here.
It was his version of Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah. Well, he got that ass whipped for trying to be funny. Then we see FTR and PMP and Tully. We're all battling in the bar. This is where Derek got the Police Academy scene from, which was funny because of how Tully was looking in there. I can't remember. Who did you and Rob say they were playing in the background of the song? Was it Derek something or?
No, it was
I can't remember now.
Bodega Band?
Yeah, maybe that's who it was. Conan's the DJ, by the way. If nobody noticed who that was, it was Conan. Former good friends with LAX 2.0. I don't know if I can say that, but Proud and Powerful were LAX 2.0 in Impact. They eventually start fighting. They were beating people up in this bar area. I thought it worked. It was really cool how they did that. I also like how Conan stopped Tully from using a weapon. It works, man. It works. We could even have FTR and Tully versus Conan and the former LAX in the future. So eventually we see the MJF getting staples put into his head by Chris Jericho because they're just sick. And then Jericho rips off the paper he stapled to his head. They're backstage fighting then near like a Jags office. We see Tony Khan's father on a poster board, and Jericho uses that as a weapon. MJF hits a big pile driver on the corporate table for a near fall. Jericho barely kicks out. As MJF grabs the hammer to tear up Jericho's left arm, Jericho eventually hits him with a trash can in the head and pulls out Floyd that he hid in that office inside one of the cabinets. And he's using that as a weapon. Shawn Spears is then being chased by motorcycles of the Inner Circle motorcycle gang, I guess. I don't know what's going on while he was looking for Tully. MJF is now bleeding as him and Jericho make their way through the crowd in the arena. And Shawn Spears is being chased by Sammy with a golf cart. Sammy hits him, and then they're brawling into the crowd to get into the area. Eventually, we see Shawn Spears grab a chair. Sammy gets hit in the chest for a 2 count. They brawl back and forth, and they really put this moment on Sammy and Shawn Spears at the end. Shawn Spears sets up the chair. He's going to do the same thing he did when he broke Sammy's teeth. He's going to kick his face through the chair, but it doesn't happen. Sammy hits the GTH, knocks him out, and then he says, no, I'm going to put your face through the chair. They try to do it, not as good as when he broke his teeth on it. Not that I want to see anybody get hurt like that, but they tried to do the spot, bad camera shot on it. And eventually he goes for the 630, hits it, lands the 630 senton for the 3 count. Sammy was a made man tonight. Sammy Guevara, Spanish God. He was a made man, though. I really do feel that way, Derek.
No, I agree. Tonight was his night. Tonight was his night.
Right? People saying DJ Conan in the building. That ain't right. Mention Larry's to you on Twitter. I didn't see that. Casey says Spears sucks for being the chairman. He really sucks at using the chair because Sammy kept reversing every time he grabbed a chair. No comment.
Bodega Bam chair.
Yes. The trash talking between Jericho and MJF was gold. The new AEW game better have the Stadium Stampede match, right? This was a fun match, but I felt like the end was a little flat. As this was the end of the card, I just thought there should have been some sort of angle or twist to really make it pop. I don't know if you needed it tonight, really. I think tonight was more so celebrating the fact that you had fans back.
Right.
Inner Circle got to stay together. This feud isn't over yet, by the way, guys.
No,
for anybody who doesn't know.
Not at all.
DJ Conan, do you think that the Pinnacle should win all the titles in 2022? I don't think they need all of them.
No.
Tokyo says LAX. Connor said, I would like to point out Jericho wrestled this whole match with a legit dislocated elbow as if he wasn't the GOAT already. Yeah, supposedly he really does have a dislocated elbow. Beast mode for him for doing that.
Definitely.
Listen, guys, we got to talk overall score for this. For this match, I went A. I thought it was fun. It's hard to grade these types of matches because there's so much shit happening in them. There's things that you like, things that you don't. But for overall effort, I give this an A. It was the same I gave last year's, I believe.
Yeah.
On par. The finish afterwards, celebrating to the Judas theme, the crowd singing the Judas theme, Sammy being held up by the Inner Circle for saving them.
Right.
I thought it was good, man. I really enjoyed this match, as my man Jesus just said as well in the chat. Fun. Chat, let me know your overall score for this show. Me and Derek will not be doing any Dynamite reviews coming up, but we do have a hashtag on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and some of the groups. It's hashtag AskEPW. We're looking for questions, guys. By the way, we got mad questions about the WWE New Japan thing. We're going to answer that, but if you guys got more, whether it's old school questions from the 80s, the 90s, whatever, if you guys want to do start, bench, cut, we can do that. Whatever. Put those questions for us into the hashtag AskEPW or send them to me in DMs, and I'll try to compile them all together. And I think me and Derek will answer the questions on Wednesday.
Yep.
We got to come up with different things for this month until we get the AEW reviews back. So we will do something different here. Sammy getting the pin on Shawn Spears was great. He said 10 out of 10 for me. I said the whole show was an A. Casey said overall he's giving it a thumbs up. John Elbow reports from the media scrum. TK says that he asked New Japan if they thought it was a good idea for him to cut the promo on Nick Khan. They said yes. Plans more work with them. New Japan endorsed this. Miro Suzuki was holding the camera yes, cut the promo.
Right.
Malik Murray says B. Derek, we said B+. Yep. Overall, we said B+ for this show. I see BJM said that was an A. My man Positively E said it was S tier. Okay. A lot of people are feeling this show. Yeah, I'm going B+ overall for it. I don't think it was anything too bad or terrible. It was fun. This makes up for the Revolution show. And I think Casey, too, we got to remember they had a lot of duds for a little bit.
Yeah.
You had Revolution. The explosions didn't go off. Then you did Blood and Guts. Oh, that looked terrible. You should have did a different camera angle. Rightfully so. Rightful complaints. Not mad at the fans for saying that at all. They had to come out with a banger, and I thought they went with the happy ending tonight. Like,
yes.
We got the people back. We got fireworks, explosions going off. The Inner Circle stayed. And now what's going to happen as we get ready to go towards All Out? We got a new show coming up before then. We got a lot of things happening in the world of AEW.
A lot.
Let's see here. S tier for Super, maybe. Okay. Which did you feel like the better crowd response? Double or Nothing or WrestleMania?
Ooh, Double or Nothing.
Yeah, if we're counting both nights, I felt like Double or Nothing was closer, kept together too, though. I think more people were there for Mania.
Yes.
That's tough. I like the energy for both, though, honestly speaking. Like, I'm just happy fans are back, BJ. Tony Khan said Lilo Rush can compete in AEW whenever he wants or anywhere else. They had a handshake agreement. Nice. I think they had the more passionate crowd. So Leo is a free agent. Man, I'm missing a lot of stuff. New Japan Dominion is next Sunday, FYI. Yeah, we tried to get Derek to watch. Derek's like, can't do it. So maybe we'll do that instead of Raw because Raw has been, I can't. So maybe we'll get Derek to watch that and then we'll do a review on a Wednesday, maybe. This guy. Happy they gave us a great ending about time. Gave us the right winners besides the Cody match. Intense. Okada versus Shingo next Monday for the world title. Should be good, guys. Should be good. I don't want to keep you guys too long. We've talked for an hour and 24 minutes about this show, but that's what I love doing. I love talking to you guys. Speaking about pro wrestling, and we're talking about New Japan. We're talking about everything, and this is why the show is called Everything Pro Wrestling. Stop it, Casey. Yeah, you two will be best buds about that as Impact folded. Impact's a great show. Give it a chance. Watch it for a couple weeks. You'll like it, I think.
Is it really, though?
When's the last time you watched it?
Last time you asked me to watch it.
Baloney.
That was what?
Name 3 matches from that card.
Don't remember.
Lying. See? Done with this guy. But Derek, I appreciate you always coming on the show. Chat, everybody who showed up tonight, thank you so much. If you're watching this after the fact, or even if you're in the chat, when we shut this down, be sure to show us some love, man. We always appreciate it when you guys do that. So make sure that you guys just hit that little like button for me. Leave a comment down below. Say I watched this video. EPW, write anything you guys want in the bottom, even maybe some Ask EPW questions, and we'll try to answer those on Wednesday. We'll come on here live and try to answer some of these questions for us, or for you guys, excuse me. Bro, AEW was cool tonight. Chris, I appreciate that, man. If you guys like what you saw from the channel, please subscribe. Chris, I know that you were new here. I haven't seen you in the chats before, but please, man, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on the video. For myself, Derek, we are out. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We are gone. Peace.
Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson, yes. By the fans, for the fans, not many in this can understand. This the podcast to show you who I am. Conrad Cushman, the legend in the plans. Please listen every day to the showcase. The opinions and knowledge that anyone can take. Showing you how it is done. Proving I am number one. What a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. By the fans, for the fans. Not many who's here can understand everything pro wrestling. They can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson. Yes.